Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Scott Landia, and this is Hotties. Hot questions, hotter wings. I'm here today with Ilima Considine. We are glad to have you here. This is a Oscar-nominated, Grammy Award-winning singer, producer of The Sex Bots, the writer, director, actress, Waiting for the Kick, most recently Drug Holiday, which comes out November 14th at the Mission Theater. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Honor. Great to finally meet you, hang out. How are you? Let's start off. How are you with spicy foods?
I feel like I'm okay. I'm not like a native Thai, but I feel like for a half-white person, I do okay.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so we're here at Open Signal, and this is quite the spread we have here, ranging 1 through 10 of various sauces.
Okay, looks like our first one is saucy barista. Hot enough for you to feel something in your cold, dead heart, but not hot enough to completely screw your life up.
Yeah. If we're ready to dive in, we'll start with one and
all right.
See how this goes. These are a special kind of wings,
boneless
dino wings. I think I got a Tyrannosaurus Rex. What was yours?
It was definitely a dinosaur.
Okay. That's what a dinosaur tastes like. I guess the first few questions are going to be a little easier than the later hot wings, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh dear. Okay, hit me.
If you're ready. All right, so on your site, you list Waiting for the Kick as a gay horror musical.
Mm-hmm.
What was the origin of the story, hybrid concept, and how did you land on the horror musical idea?
Well, I had a pretty disabling round of COVID, and in the long recovery, ended up watching like a lot more movies than I'd ever watched in my life, and some of which I remember and some of which I don't. But I was watching a BBC version of Salome, Salome's Last Dance, and it was interesting to me because it was not how I imagined it when I read the story or read the play. It was really quick and witty, and I started to think about different ways to tell the story, mainly focusing on how it was from her point of view instead of from the point of view of an older man who's like viewing it as a really titillating experience. And also, what if I shifted it into the modern, where you say, okay, it's a wild party where someone ends up getting their head cut off. Like, it's a little stronger than alcohol.
Yes.
There's probably cocaine involved, and it just went from there.
A lot of vodka. A lot of alcohol bottles, I remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just the same one that we kept refilling with water.
So hydrated.
Yes.
Excellent. We're moving on to sauce number 2.
Okay, let's see. It is Nuclear Armageddon.
Nuclear what?
That's Nuclear Armageddon. That's quite a step up from Sassy Barista, but
yeah.
Hope we survive that.
Let's go nuclear.
Okay.
This is a Triceratops.
Okay, this is definitely a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay. A lot of variety. These dino bites. Ooh.
I guess I could survive a Nuclear Armageddon.
You taste this on the tongue. It's just that little spike that went up a little bit.
But it's also a green sauce, and I like green sauces a lot.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah. All right. Next question. I'm already got a little tongue thing going. As a queer Asian mom working across experimental and commercial modes, have you ever faced rejection or gatekeeping in film or music? If so, how has it affected your art navigating that?
Yeah, I mean, I think people like to expect that you have a certain background when you're taking on a really large project, like you've gone to film school or something, or that you require $1 million budget to even think about doing things. And I did them anyway. And people said I couldn't get into the film festivals with no training, and I did anyway. I don't look like some of the roles that I've taken on. I don't look like, both in acting or, I don't look like a director. I don't look like an older male in a position of power. I don't sound like one. I'm soft-spoken. And it's generally not what people recognize as an authority figure. Like when you put, into AI, I want a manager, and I'll give you a picture of like an older white man, and
action.
Yeah. So, if you call that gatekeeping, but just because you don't fit the expectation, it doesn't mean you can't do it. Just do it anyway. If the first person says no, maybe the seventh or eighth won't.
Yeah.
So as long as you're persistent and strategic and wily and resourceful, things can happen.
Just go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Moving on.
Oh my goodness.
This is a familiar sauce at pretty much every restaurant you go to. You'll see this guy.
Yeah. R.I.P. you.
R.I.P. me?
That's what it says.
Okay. R.I.P. you.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Okay.
Still got a few more questions to go.
Yes, we do. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but I'll eat it.
I got a UFO. I think somehow the alien nuggets got mixed in with the dinos. Yeah.
Sure.
A little zing, a little zest. We're climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
I think
there's a thing where after a couple of these you become a little more sensitized. Your senses are on alert already.
Acting in full gear.
Am I turning pink?
Not yet. Might be the lights. Kind of a follow-up to the previous question. Have you ever felt pressured to remove or mute those elements to fit more broadly? How did you resist that?
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually pretty hard producing Waiting for the Kick. A lot of people said that they felt it was an important project that they would not touch with a 10-foot pole.
Ooh.
And at one point, one of the original Xanders said that they thought it shouldn't be produced unless Xander had a redemption arc. And, pedophiles are humans, but giving them redemption arcs is just not on my to-do list. Maybe it's on somebody else's. Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you actually removed anything, but was there a pressure to remove
absolutely.
the elements to fit a more broad audience?
Yeah, and I think historically there's been pressure to remove more of my clothes on camera, but I only do it to please myself, not other people.
Excellent. Moving on.
All right.
There's another familiar sauce. Okay.
This No Mercy. Well,
No mercy.
I feel like starting from a virgin palate, this would not be so bad, but now that we're on the awakened stage, we'll see.
I don't have any sweat yet. I feel like once that sweatiness comes in, it just goes from there. Start with that. Here we go. No mercy. I think I've left the dino phase. I'm now just on a nugget. Yeah, just blobs.
Well, yeah, they might have oversold the naming on this one, but, different palettes have different standards.
You doing good? Ready to move on?
I'm good.
Good, okay. If Waiting for the Kick and Drug Holiday are part of your legacy, what's the piece that you haven't made yet? Something too risky, too weird, that you hope someday to push out?
Oh. Well, I do have another piece in development right now that I hope to complete before I die. I guess I feel like that about each one of them. Like, art has its plus and minuses in your life. Like, it is definitely like a financial risk. It takes a lot of your time and it takes a lot out of your friends sometimes. It was very cold filming outside in January and winter, but I guess I keep asking myself the question, like, if this is the last year, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to make this movie. So, and I guess I've, that's what we're gonna do with the next one, which is How to Be a Cat Lady, which is a neon noir, and maybe a little more lighthearted than its predecessors.
I was honored to be part of the table read, so it was like I could see it all in my head, and I know your style and the colors and music. So as I was reading it for the first time, completely blind to what's going to happen, I was envisioning the shots and everything you're going to use. So
good.
I'm excited for that one. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you do a reading and you're like, "What did you think?" And people are just like, "Well, it's you again."
And then making me the villain, I didn't see that coming either. Like,
I don't know. We're just trying out different things,
of course,
you know. But part of readings, I do want like the wrong person to read parts because I want to hear what words get stuck in your mouth and what people stumble on, because that's where we get used to hearing a certain kind of unnatural dialogue in our media.
Yeah.
In movies, especially, or anything by Michael Bay. And that's something that I want to take out of my work.
Yeah.
Except I have 100 years, since my current age is 100 years old, 100 years of media exposure that, I know how the formulas work and I've been conditioned to expect it. But part of my rewriting process is removing these elements, these bits of cultural contamination from my writing and from my characters' dialogue. So yeah, hearing the wrong person speak the words helps pinpoint those moments.
Yeah. I say you don't look a day over 99. Doing great.
It's the Asian.
Let's move on.
Now my nose is running.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Okay, so
Bring
let's
the
see.
heat. Oh, my favorite.
Oh no sauce.
Oh no sauce. Looks like a certain rooster sauce, which we can't say, but
I know. Oh no.
I'm loving this sauce.
Oh no, I know. It's a classic. I like it on tater tots especially, instead of ketchup, or sometimes I will mix the ketchup and the oh no sauce.
Yeah. The oh no sauce.
Yes.
This was my first introduction to hot sauces, where I remember it was almost like a joke sauce, like, oh, I bet you can't eat this with just a little bit on it, and then we outdid each other. My roommates and I would just make a bowl of it, and then it just became like we need something stronger. But this definitely was my footstool
Gateway
into
drug.
the hot sauce. Yeah, gateway sauce.
I first encountered this with a boyfriend who put it on pizza.
That's all right. Yeah.
And since then, yeah, hot sauce goes on pizza just fine.
It's great. Are there any Easter eggs in Waiting for the Kick or Drug Holiday, either lyrical, visual, that most audiences wouldn't catch on the first watch?
Something for Waiting for the Kick that I didn't catch, in the editing process for a long time, is that you can see Juliana Tabon, our intimacy coordinator, full on in one of the scenes. So we had a fireplace was the center of the room, and basically the camera would pivot back and forth, sweeping across these crowd scenes. And so that's where crew would sit or stand. That's where I would be. That's where intimacy coordinator would be. But this one scene, we did a big pullback, and you, clear as day, she's just sitting there very quietly with her hands on her lap. And I don't think anyone ever notices it. Like, there's this, ghost that just sitting there because she wears all black hair, black face mask, just very quietly. Well,
who invited her to the party? I don't remember this person in the last
random ghost there.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I sent her a screenshot, and I was like, "Oops, are you okay? Because I know you signed the waiver, but if you're not okay, I'll figure out a way to cut you out." And she said she was okay being just another ghost in it.
Good cameo then. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Any in Drug Holiday? I guess.
Ooh.
It's not out yet, so maybe we'll.
I know. I'll have to think about that one a little. There's probably something in there.
The smash I suggest as a smash sauce? There's a song, Smash something?
Yeah, I ain't down to smash.
Down to smash.
Yeah.
That'd make a good hot sauce name. Down to smash your taste buds.
Yeah. So I was late one night, and this guy sends me this text, like, "Hey, you up?" And I just responded, "I ain't down to smash."
Yeah.
So mad. And I was like, I gotta put this in a song someday.
Not down to smash.
I ain't down to smash.
Excellent. Let's move on.
Okay.
I'll carry the rest of the sauces.
Oh, okay. I think you have to read the name of this one.
Anal Hellfire.
Oh dear.
Number 6 on the list.
Well, I
Anal
guess
Hellfire.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, you can smell this one. This one has hellfire.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that opens the sinuses. It's not as bad in the mouth.
No? Okay.
It's a little saltier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Maybe it's the Dino Nuggies that's salty.
Maybe it's one of those ones that has a delay.
Yeah. Might have some creepers coming up. I'll find out soon.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay away from the soy milk just to see if I can take it,
Me too.
but I keep looking at it and then looking away.
I'm almost done with the bar, so one liquid to another, I might have to switch up. Yeah, please hydrate.
All right.
Here's a good one. How has becoming a parent changed how you approach storytelling and composing? Do your kids show up in your themes consciously or unconsciously?
So I became a parent at the age of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So basically before I was an adult. So, I mean, it wasn't something that came in midstream and changed some things. It's something that's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you listen to the sex bots for a long time, like they are mentioned here and there,
Mm-hmm.
talking about like I can't have the kids grow up and see this, or I'm awake and the child is sleeping next to me, or just like little things there. There's not very well hidden.
Yeah. It's like
they're actual children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything towards the movies that they contribute?
I think Waiting for the Kick is about fears about that things that have happened to oneself as a woman will happen to your daughter. And Drug Holiday is about fears about what the world can do to sons. Anyway, being a parent is a terrifying experience. And Portland and probably like every big city the last few years with the fires and the riots, and the way that Portland police was throttling 911
Mm-hmm.
for a full year, when things were just bonkers. I mean, there was one point where I was dropping off my son at the park, and all of a sudden a bunch of cop cars went by, and I said to him, if something happens, call me, not 911, because I will get there faster.
Nice.
Because that's the world we're living in.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah.
Okay.
It affects your worldview a lot. I mean, when it's just you to worry about, and you're living in Portland, and you're depressed, and all your friends are depressed, you're just like, take me out,
Yeah.
But then, when you have someone else to worry about, I mean, you're not concerned about yourself dying, but you're concerned about your children.
Yeah.
It's not only their lives, but their well-being and happiness. But, take me, whatever.
Yeah, right. Anyway, take me.
It just rains every day.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna move on. This is a little chunky style.
Okay.
Toilet destroyer.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'll find a public bathroom and not destroy my one toilet shared by 3 roommates.
Huh.
Toilet destroyer.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. Great names, by the way. Surprised they sell this in stores.
They sell it at Wingo.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Little seeds that get stuck. They just hang out. They hang loose.
It's a vegetable.
It's this is a meal.
So now that we've gotten through the first 7, like I feel like the last 3 might have some surprises for us.
No holding back. This is where we really run the gauntlet.
Okay, because I think this is the point where it switches to habanero and ghost pepper.
Whew. Buckle up.
Okay. Let us make a pact between us.
Yes.
That we won't touch the milk until we have finished the last 3.
All right. I'm going to speed through it then. Those last 3 are going to go quick. They're short questions. These are the fun ones.
Okay.
They don't have to be
okay.
a painful explanation. We can quickly get through the last 3. I'm looking out for both of us. If someone says your work is too niche, too experimental, how do you argue back in a, say, 30-second defense?
Lady Gaga exists.
It's like 10 seconds. It's like 2 seconds. Gaga exists, yeah.
People don't like gay weird stuff that gives you uncomfortable boners. Lady Gaga exists.
Yeah.
Well, eat me. You know, like...
That's a great answer.
Okay, now we have to... What's our next one?
What's our next one? This is, all right, the final 3. We are checkered flagging this. This is a fun name. It's a threesome with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, this is going to be pretty hot then.
It's like Jurassic Park shirt coming off. Jurassic hot, I don't know.
I actually saw him at Revolution Hall when he came with his jazz band. Jazz band. It was... Well, now I know I could totally handle a threesome with Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna see his jazz band and maybe this one will punch after. Yeah, there's a good one. Kind of going with the jazz and the music.
Or maybe
yes?
I've like pushed through and just like nothing hurts after this.
I think we're immune. I think we've
like ascended.
We don't need the milk.
Yeah. We're fine.
You've made dozens of music videos.
Yeah.
Which video project challenged you the most? Conception, music, sync, and how did you solve it?
I don't know. There have been so many. Oh my gosh.
I'd say.
What's the hardest music video?
More recent? Is there a recent one that?
I have not done as many recently as I would like to. Lately, they've all been like encapsulated in the movies, which was basically how I knew I could do Waiting for the Kick, when everyone was saying, you can't make a movie, you don't make movies. And I said, well, I mean, like, I made the script. It's 14 music videos, and then occasionally people talk in between the videos. Like, I can make music videos, so this is fine. I can do this. You just throw some dialogue in between and call it a movie.
Yeah.
So I guess probably Waiting for the Kick. That was hard. That was hard, man.
Yeah, there's a lot in that.
Yeah,
movie.
That was psychologically, creatively, everything.
You said the papier-mâché head.
Oh, yeah.
Its own challenge of how do you recreate someone's head to get decapitated.
If you've ever been to Ben and Delaney's house,
I have.
Okay. Well, it's not there anymore because it scared the dogs.
It scared anyone, I'm sure, but when your pet starts like hissing at it, that's it's time to move it somewhere.
So yeah, that was the hardest one.
Okay. Penultimate Ass Blaster 5000.
Oh, jeez.
Again with the ass blasting. This is my biggest nugget too.
Okay.
This is a full-on brontosaurus-sized.
I think I have a stegosaurus here.
Mm-hmm. My last dino is kind of phallic. I don't know if that's intentional, maybe, but it's
I think it's the
very similar.
back half of a stegosaurus.
It could be a pterodactyl.
It's sweet.
It is. The 5,000's like the fun scale, right?
This would be good on fried chicken.
Mm-hmm. This is my own personal question. After watching Drug Holiday, Ronan and Lars are constantly fighting. It almost made me think that this was based off like Tom and Jerry or some just like bickering between two people. What was the influence with those, the two just constantly pushing each other and in fights?
I think just like young boys playing with each other. I have a daughter, and then I had a son, and everyone said, "Oh, boys are different," and like nature versus nurture, and then it was a completely different experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he played with his friends was very different, and not all boys are the same.
Feeling the tongue.
A little bit. I think more like my skull. I can feel this one in my ears. Do you ever have something so spicy you can
pop.
feel it in your ears?
Yeah, it's almost like you're on a plane.
So, I mean, and there's also this thing for me in movies that I feel like people need to be doing something constantly. They can't, like, there's some movies you watch and the background person's just like, I don't want to do my arms.
True, yeah.
So, like, that's...
You're at a party, you gotta...
Right, so, like, waiting for the kid was like, okay, everybody grab a drug. This is what you're gonna fidget with in the scene. You have to have some sort of fidget. You can't just have people standing there with their arms down during dialogue.
Uh-huh.
And for the boys, it was mostly like play fighting. Like, they were a bit younger than they were supposed to be, like 17, 18, which was how old the Academy Maniacs were when they were apprehended.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the teenage Russian serial killers that this was partially based on, loosely based on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. What's the last one?
You ready? This is it. This is Portland Police Peaceful Protest.
Oh, well, I guess we're screwed.
We're in the end game.
Okay. All right. What were we supposed to say? I do not consent to be searched.
Am I being detained? Am I free to leave? Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Cheers. Goodbye. Woo. That's the one.
I think my mouth is just numb.
I think that's it. There's nothing going in.
I don't even feel it. Okay, now I feel it.
We are allowed soy milk after you start answering the question.
Okay, I can feel it now. Okay.
It's like I have a joke question, then I have a real question.
Okay, hit me.
All right. Real question. We met through our friend, Paris.
Okay.
And she has been casted as Mom in 2 movies now. I'm curious why.
Yeah.
She is Mom.
Okay, so... sometimes I don't know the person for the role I'm trying to cast, and it was hard casting the mom and waiting for the kick, because it's one of those roles where they're not the center of the story, but it's a bigger role, because not just she has more songs.
Role in this, yeah.
Yeah, but she shows how this generational trauma reached the point, which was that she was a Salome, and then she helps create a Salome further down this spiral with more lower ending point, and to portray in an understandable way how a woman who loves her child but is also a victim of ongoing domestic violence and who was a victim of grooming herself can end up in a situation where she's placing her daughter in the very same situation she was placed in. So that's a big role, and they have to be able to sing.
Yes, that was also...
So that's, cool. And like maybe be a little good looking too, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm like going through the entire friend group, and people are like, oh my God, there's some really bad stuff that happens in this script. Like, and then, Delaney was like, well, Paris sings, and there's already, a bit of the dynamic from when they were in Paris and Delaney,
mm-hmm.
and it just worked.
Yeah.
it just worked. I mean, they're like 2 years apart in age, cast as mother and daughter,
Yeah.
and it worked. Yeah, I mean, if you watch Grease, where they've got 30-year-olds playing high schoolers, I said if it's good enough for Hollywood, it's good enough for me.
Excellent. Well, final joke question.
Okay.
Favorite Nicolas Cage movie? Why, if you want to divulge into why the Nick Cage movies are.
Okay, I haven't seen all of them yet.
It's really hard. It's
but
really hard to watch them all.
It depends also how you define one as your favorite.
Yeah.
Probably most fun was The Rock, which I saw when I was a teenager, and I was like, oh, okay, it's an action movie. And then I saw it as a grown-up, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
And then my son gets on these kicks where he'll watch like the entire oeuvre of an actor. And at one point, he was on Nick Cage, and he's like, Mom, you gotta watch this movie where he's a vampire.
Yeah, that's an early one. That's
okay, do you know what it's called?
Vampire's Kiss.
Okay.
Vampire.
And I just screamed at the screen the entire time. Like, what?
It's a hard watch. Like, these are where the memes come from. I thought it was supposed to be ridiculous comedy.
I mean,
it's dark.
People say, like, The Room is, like, the worst movie. I think it's the Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're very close in the running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever need to feel better about yourself as a film director,
just go in a Vampire Kiss room.
Yeah.
Back-to-back double feature.
Yeah.
Ilima, thank you for being my guest. This is a nice cool down at the end of it. Like, the soy milk actually kind of holds it better than regular milk.
Oh, good. Thank you.
If you'd like to tell the camera what you're working on, what you're doing in life right now, let's hear some plugs.
Right now I'm developing my third feature film, which is also a musical, and it is called How to Be a Cat Lady. It is a neo-noir with female gangsters and single mom assassins and other women thriving in male-dominated fields. With singing.
Thank you so much.